There's a perfect word to describe the Pershing Q80. It's outstanding. The yacht is fast, fierce and fantastic. Hang on, that's 3 words, isn't it? Anyway, it says she has incredible speeds of up to 46 knots. Let's take a look and find out. Actually, I always look forward to filming a Pershing. They are so much fun to be on at speed that it's easy to see why so many people buy them. The hull construction is particularly light and tough. The hull design has been honed to perfection, and the superstructure design is as elegant as it is unique and distinguishable. I'll be looking at the more technical details of this yacht in a few moments, but first, let's take a look at the layout in detail. Starting with the aft deck. Now there's more to this area than just a comfy seating area with tables that adjust in both size, height and functionality. There's more even than the neatly hidden grille, sink, storage locker and ice maker, or the concealed access to the crew quarters and engine room. I'm talking about these side wings, a styling feature that started to appear on Pershings around the time that Q80 was built in 2016. These wings are far more than just an indulgence from Fulvio Di Simone, the designer of Pershing yachts. According to Power and Motor Yacht magazine, who reviewed this yacht, and I'll leave a link to that review in the description below, they also create an airflow underway that prevents exhaust gas and spray from getting sucked back onto the yacht at speed. It's not unusual to find a fine spray of salt water all over your Fendi cushions when you've been out for a blast. Well, that won't be a problem with Q80. Moving inside, we have a typically Pershing styled interior. Typically Pershing is a compliment, by the way. Gorgeous fabrics and stitching, high quality parquet and materials harmonized to remind you that you are on a very cool Italian yacht. Very cool, by the way, has also been taken from the Power and Motor Yacht article. And talking of typically Pershing, just look at the helm station. I know that not everybody is attracted to modern design, but if you are, this helm station is made especially for you. And if you fear that this may be a case of form over functionality, I'll be coming back to the helm station later. For now though, let's take a few steps down below deck. A semi-transparent glass panel has been fitted to starboard, and this serves to close off the galley whilst still allowing it to be a light and airy space to work in. Forward is a VIP stateroom, once again extremely elegantly appointed, with a suitably elegant ensuite bathroom too. Further aft, we find a twin cabin. This is actually optional on this model of yacht, but I can't see why you wouldn't want it. And here, the ensuite bathroom also serves as a dayhead with this second door. The master stateroom is everything I hoped it would be and more. Occupying the full beam of the yacht, she is spacious and beautiful, comfortable and cozy. The ensuite bathroom here is both well proportioned and well appointed. This really is 70 foot of high performance yacht that has been exquisitely well thought out. The tour wouldn't be complete though without a look at the crew quarters and the engine room, and on this yacht access is through a hatch on the aft deck. These steps lead directly down to a small cabin with access to the head, and if you need to, rather than going to the engine room from the hatch in the aft deck that would disturb the guests, you can access it from here. The engine room houses 2 MTU engines that can power the yacht to 46 knots, or a fast cruise speed of 40 knots. It should also be mentioned that Q80 has gyroscopic zero-speed stabilizers. And finally, before we talk about the performance features of Q80, it's important to mention that she can house a Williams 325 jet tender in the aft garage. I think that Pershing, more than any other yacht builder, reminds me a lot of the car industry. We all see car manufacturers that tweak and refine the designs of the exterior and the interior of their cars and really push the limits of what's technically possible. BMW, for example, have that great gadget that allows you to reverse out of a space without even touching the steering wheel. Then you have launch control, lane assistance. You have that great little coffee cup symbol that appears when you're too drowsy to drive. Well, Pershing too have pushed the limits of technology in yacht building to ensure that driving their yachts is more fun and more easy. Their relationship with Top System is a great example of that. Top System is the company that produces the surface drives that propel this yacht to an astonishing top speed of 46 knots. Now, these surface-piercing propellers point sideways to steer the vessel, or up and down according to the speed and the trim that's needed. This used to be quite a skill, as a captain would need to learn to control the trim of the yacht and combine this with the power and the speed to maximise the performance. The Top System software was developed with data from Pershing's speed and fuel consumption figures to provide an automatic trim system. This adjusts the direction of the individual surface props automatically according to whether the captain is speeding up, slowing down, and whether he's making a tight turn or a slow one. If you wish to, you can of course turn this system off. It's a bit like turning the traction control in a Ferrari off, really putting yourself to the test. But in any case, you have this Naviop screen that shows you the angles of the tabs and the props, as well as allowing you to select whether you wish to run in cruise mode, rough weather mode, or as we were, in sport. I do enjoy learning about these yachts by filming them, and I have to say that Pershing has a particularly special place in my heart because I lived really quite close to the shipyard for very many years and I saw the brand evolve and develop. If I was in the market right now for a yacht in the more or less €2 million range, this is the one that I would buy for the fun factor. And now that I've learned about that Top System software, I have to say that I also feel it's kind of the intelligent choice. It would be great to be cruising along with your friends, showing them that Naviop screen and explaining to them how it works. It's easy to get carried away with these fantasies, of course, but if you actually are in the market for a high performance, stylish yacht in this price range, you absolutely have to come and take a look at Q80. Now, you may have heard me say in other videos that my colleague Sebastian Clavet is one of the world's leading experts on this kind of yacht, so it's no surprise that he represents the owner of Q80, and it's his contact details on screen now.